Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Crawford.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, sir?
Sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Would you please give me your full name and DOC number?
My name is Andra Crawford. Andra Crawford. My DOC number is 99928.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Let me explain our process to you. I'm going to read some information into the record, and then we're going to conduct a parole interview with you.
Yes, sir.
After the interview, you'll have an opportunity to say whatever you'd like to say to the board before we vote. You understand our procedure?
Yes, sir.
This is Andra Crawford, DOC number 99928, date of birth September 19th of 1962. He's a 10th class offender. He has a parole eligibility date of January the 1st of 2023, an adjusted good time date of March 23rd of 2024, full term date of September the 22nd of 2030. He is currently serving a 15-year sentence on the charges of simple burglary and second-degree battery, having been revoked on the simple burglary charge. Mr. Crawford, is that basically correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crawford, your case has been assigned to me, so I'm going to begin our interview process, all right?
Yes, sir.
Crawford, how old are you, sir?
I'm 60.
And how long have you been in prison on these charges?
5 years.
Been 5 years? Tell
Yes,
me
sir.
why you're in prison today.
Sir?
He's telling why you in prison.
Oh, I'm in prison for accessory to burglary.
For a burglary.
Yes, sir. Simple burglary.
What did you do to find yourself in jail? What was your role in this burglary?
Oh, I did what they said.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you the truth.
Tell me, you've got a pretty lengthy history. You've got 17 arrests, at least 10 felony convictions, individual felony convictions. Tell me why all of the crime?
Oh, it just cause I was going through a lot. That's all, sir.
Well, what were you going through? How many times have you gone to prison?
I've been here since I was a little boy. I've been going to prison all my life, sir. I'm telling you the truth, sir.
How many years have you served in prison roughly?
About 20, 25, 30 years.
And why is that? What do you continue to come back to prison for?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, sir. Since I've been incarcerated now, my mind ain't sitting in prison no more.
And why is that? Why are things different now?
Because tell you the truth, I'm not trying to be small, because of Jesus Christ.
All right. You didn't catch him any of those other times?
Oh no, sir, because I was living in darkness. I wasn't paying in no mind.
God, how far did you go in school?
12th grade, sir.
Did you graduate?
No, sir.
Did you ever get your GED?
No, sir. I tried when I was in prison, sir.
And why couldn't you get it?
Because, like I say, they shift me.
They shipped you around.
Yes, sir.
How often did you try to get it?
Ever since I've been down in 5 years, I've been trying to get it. But I was in school. But they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I've been in for so long, like 2 or 3 years. They just, they just dismiss me, because I've been in there a long time. And they really want somebody with a high sense that they can go on and get in there and get out of there. But
How about
I'm
drugs
slow.
and alcohol? You drink?
No, I'm a slow learner.
Okay. Did you ever drink?
Yes, sir. But before I, when I was out on the streets, I did. But as of now, no, sir.
That's my question. Did you drink alcohol when you've been out of prison?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, does alcohol play any role in some of these crimes you committed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you an alcoholic?
Yes, I was.
You were. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And why aren't you anymore?
Because I can't live for God and drink alcohol.
How about drugs? You ever take any drugs?
Oh, I'm scared of that.
I'm sorry?
I'm scared of that.
You scared of drugs? Did you ever
Yeah.
try?
Yeah, I drink alcohol. I'm scared of drugs.
Did you ever try drugs?
Ooh. Sir, tell you the truth, I'm scared of it.
So you never tried them? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, sir, I'm scared of that. I run from that, but I drink some alcohol now.
All right. How often would you drink alcohol?
I used to drink a case a day.
Case of what a day? Beer?
Yes, sir, Bush.
What kind of programs have you taken while you've been in prison?
What I was taking what you call this this education program. I can't call the name of the education program, but I was taking it in when I was down there.
Have you taken any kind of classes to help you with your alcohol?
Oh, yes, sir. I was taking I can't call the name. I call the name of the class. You know, Lamshaw and them had a class down there at BDC.
Well, tell me what you learned about it.
I learned about not to touch none of drink or drug.
All right. So how are you going to stay sober if you get out?
Read the Bible and go to AA meetings.
AA meetings are important. Tell me what you know about AA meetings.
I know they'll learn you not to take no drink.
Have you ever been to an AA meeting?
Yes, sir. They got one in Minden.
And how often do you go?
Oh, well, I tell you the truth, so I don't know how often they have it. I ain't gonna lie to you, but if they had it, you know,
But how often have you gone to the meetings?
Oh, I ain't been in one a long time. I've been incarcerated.
Okay, so you haven't been to an AA meeting in a long time.
Yeah, because I've been incarcerated.
Did you ever go to AA meetings when you were on the outside?
Yes, I was going once or twice, but I wasn't going to everyday thing.
Where will you live if you get out?
Sir?
Where will you live if you get out of prison?
Oh, I was staying with my sister. They got a house out there. I was staying Dutchy Road.
What kind of work would you do? Can you work?
Yes, sir, I was sandblasting at the sidewinders. Then I was working, you know, I was doing like little work on the side. But I really draw a check every month.
What's your health like? Do you take any kind of medication?
Oh no, sir, I don't take medicine.
Tell me a little bit about your disciplinary conduct. In August of 2021, you got in trouble fighting. What happened there?
Oh yes, sir, I got in a fight because, you know, like, you know, I don't like nobody. I'm kind of like, I don't like no another man too close to me or nothing like that there, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you, I ain't, for bumping me or getting up against me, I don't like it because I got a complex about my body, what I'm trying to say. And for as you touching my body, I hurt you by trying to feel on me or something like that.
Not only did you get a write-up and lose 30 days of good time, you got convicted
of yes, sir.
Secondary battery, right?
Yes, sir, cause you know, cause I hit him with my fist, and when I hit him with my fist about 2 or 3 times, I kind of messed up his mouth.
Have you taken any kind of anger management courses?
That's what I was saying down the BDCC, we was taking them classes down there.
When was that?
That was before I came down here. I can't tell you exactly the date and stuff, but before I came down here to Mohawk Parish.
You're very high risk. We don't see that very often, but your risk assessment is very high. You have a very poor supervision history. You have victim opposition. You have law enforcement opposition. Let me talk to the staff there, see what they can tell me about you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tom.
What can you tell us about Mr. Crawford?
We've only had him a little while here, but he seemed pretty calm inmate, always to himself, reads the Bible, helps clean the dorm, no problem whatsoever, none. Anything you tell him to do, he do it without any talking back. There was any attitude, none of it. Very calm person, stays to himself, got a few guys he reads the Bible with in the mornings and in the evenings. I mean, we have not one problem out of it.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments.
Yes, sir.
We moved together. When Mr. Crawford,
Mr. Crawford, stand here, right here. You gotta stay.
do you remember going to the Steve Hoyle program?
Yes, sir. That's what I said. I was in there down there too.
When were you in that program?
I was in there when 2 years ago before I got the charge.
And why did you get discharged from that?
Because I got in that fight.
You got in a fight?
Just like I got in that fight you was talking about.
All right, okay, all right. That was that, Steve.
Yeah, time to take myself.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything you'd like to say to us before we vote?
Yes, whatever you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the truth, sir.
He said, anything would you like to add or tell them good? What's good you do now that you didn't do, or anything different? You want to speak up for yourself? You know,
I'm just ready to do right. Go out and do it right, like I'm supposed to do. Do right, get me a job and do what I got to do to live.
do you feel like you would try to rob somebody?
Oh, no, sir. I'm scared of that.
What they looking for you?
Yeah, I want to do the right thing, not the wrong thing no more, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crawford, I read your record and I was really hoping because of your age to be able to vote differently, but you got a serious drinking problem. You haven't really had any treatment for that. You were in a program that could really help you. Got kicked out because you got in a fight and got convicted of that charge. Not only just a write-up, but you got convicted of that charge. Been arrested over 17 times. You have 10 felony convictions. You're very high risk. You have a high risk assessment, poor supervision history, victim opposition. My vote today is to deny you. So I'm only one vote. Mr. Roche?
Mr. Chairman, my vote is the same for the same reason.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman.
I concur.
Mr. Crawford, I'm going to suggest that you try to take some substance abuse programs, that you learn a little more about AA. I think AA is a good thing for you to do. I think you need to learn more about the 12 steps so you can follow up and do that when you get out. You do have a good time date of next year. You're going to be out within the next 8 or 9 months. So good luck to you.
Thank God. Thank God.